Well, my next guest is going to be doing a bit of running. He's a high school teacher, and in fact at the St Joseph's campus at Lochinvar, and he's about to embark on a Refugee Awareness Run, running from Aberdeen to Mayfield, and he'll be doing it shortly. His name is Michael Eccleston, and he's on the line. Good morning, Michael.
Morning, Richard. Thank you for having me.
Oh, mate, thank you. And, well, interesting thing, are you a runner, or is this something you've just decided to do to draw attention to a situation that you think needs a bit of drawing attention to?
Look, I've always done exercise, but this is something that I've become really passionate about, and it's less about the actual run itself. It's more about humanising the plight of refugees. It's probably to help people gain a little bit of context. The run itself is 140 kilometres, but it's less than 10% of the distance that John Sandy, a refugee from Sierra Leone, travelled just for the chance to actually speak to his wife via telephone.
Wow. And I gather you made contact with John. He's with Catholic Care Refugee Services based here in Maitland. Is that right now?
He's at Catholic Care in Mayfield West. Last year when I was teaching at St Joseph's at Aberdeen, we brought him up there to address the students, and I saw the difference that it made amongst the students there. And I just thought it needed to be larger than just one school, and I thought it'd be best if we made people a little bit more aware about the plight of refugees so that they can make an informed decision. So we've decided to take John to a few of the schools along the road between Aberdeen and Newcastle, and just to humanise the discussion that's often politicised.
Yeah, well, it certainly is being politicised, certainly at the moment in the lead-up to the federal election. Where and when will you get the run underway?
Okay, the run starts from Aberdeen on the 17th of this month.
Right.
It'll finish on the 22nd at Mayfield West.
Yeah.
So it's over 4.5 days. So really, I mean, the run itself is going to be difficult, but I just want people to understand that while they might think it's a long way from Aberdeen to Newcastle, it's nothing compared to what John has endured in a small part of his life.
All right. And you're going to be, in the course of the run, visiting a number of Catholic schools along the way, I gather?
Yes, that's correct. We'll be going and speaking to Year 8 and 9 students, and in some cases Year 10 students, just so they can make an informed decision about refugees, and have that tough conversation with people when they do hear something that is clearly wrong, so that they can actually stand up for what is right.
All right. I noticed that I think it was last October a group of your students actually went on an excursion to the Catholic Care Refugee Services at Mayfield West. Did that have a big impact on them?
It had a huge impact. As a result of that excursion, the students went back to school, and the discussion was centred around, well, what more can we do? And at that stage, we thought Syrian refugees were going to be coming to Newcastle around Christmas time, and we thought that we could just provide a little bit of a ray of sunshine in their lives and provide some welcoming presents and gifts for when they came here. So the students donated a number of presents, so up to 200 presents, and it just sort of grew from there. And then it was the discussion was, well, what else can we do? And that's when the idea of the run was born.
Yeah, well, that's fabulous. All right, well, good luck. Have you been doing much training?
I've actually been injured on and off for about 4 months, so it's going to be a very painful experience.
Well, good luck, and thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thanks for having me, Richard.
That's a pleasure. Michael Eccleston. Michael's a teacher at St Joseph's campus at Lochinvar, and running from Aberdeen to Mayfield to inform and raise awareness of the plight of refugees.